So the Cavaliers
Sono forte, io gioco più per divertimento.
The big man on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen.
Iniziamo bene.
Mitchell is out there with Harden, and it's Wade in at the small forward position. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Duncan with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Against Robinson. Here's Mitchell with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Pass to Duncan. Tim Duncan scoring inside. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Cleveland. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
And it's the Spurs ball. 4-point game. Here's Duncan. Avery Johnson with some creativity on that assist. Duncan's got his second bucket.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
Harden inside the three-point line. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very good. They've already got him in a rhythm.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
David Robinson with a confident finish near the hoop.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Duncan with the block.
Che succede? Dai, ciao.
Elliott against Harden. Elliott the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Adesso
Johnson against Harden.
no, c'è troppo libero.
Rebounded by Elliott.
Okay. Allora, se non ricordo bene era così.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Mobley. Robinson pulls it in.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Johnson, the pass to Duncan. Beyond the arc. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Pick up.
And here are the Cavaliers. Basket good.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for San Antonio. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports and reviewed the film. We are as prepared for him as we... Now, if our team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And San Antonio has possession. Harden missing his last shot. The drive by Wade. Mobley, left side. The basket.
Mannaggia.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
And he could not get that one to go. And he'll go to the line for 2.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Persons checked in for Del Negro. And Jaren Jackson subbed in for Johnson. Then for the Cavaliers, Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Wade.
Okay.
Free throw good. Mobley. He's off on the second.
Okay.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 3. A 15-footer. Up again. Robinson. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Person. Mobley with the block.
Now, this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Now Duncan. He's got 6. Here's Robinson. That's good. And so Duncan with the assist. Robinson's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Mobley. A shot by Duncan.
No.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Tyson hits the front of the rim and out. Spurs trail by 5. Person kicks to Duncan. Elliott against Harden, and that one is stuffed right through.
That's good, man.
Racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams. And defensively, that's just not going to happen.
James Harden getting it done for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the...
Ripeto. Non sappiamo chi sarà bene NBA, quindi quelli che vedranno noi sono solo per puro divertimento.
Offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball, and defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible, wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Down out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Person. Then it's Purdue. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And that one's good. Schroeder. Spurs trail by 5. Brown inside. Up and in on the layup.
Okay. That's good.
Schroeder with the ball. Here's Tyson. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Tyson's got the lead up to 5 now for Cleveland. Here's Person. The kick out to Brown. Launches it from deep. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Merrill. Rebounded by the Spurs. Tries it from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Purdue with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Over in the corner, Brown. San Antonio again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 5. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting, not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Back over to you guys.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Robinson's checked in for Purdue. Del Negro comes in for Wiggins. And it's Johnson in for Brown. Dean Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Harden comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Harden.
Oh,
Harden
damn
so
it.
good at absorbing contact.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it
Boom.
inside.
Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut back
That's
down to
good.
5 points in the make from Del Negro. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the
No.
second quarter.
Questo è libero,
Harden
santo
with the
cielo.
stuff.
The numbers are talking. Harden with a huge night, showing great versatility.
Cosa?
Pass to Person. Kicks it out to Johnson. Takes a three. And it's Wade with the rebound.
I can't
Thank
believe he
God.
missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Merrill gets the bucket.
Of the two offenses
No.
here tonight, you can
No.
tell theirs is just a bit
Perché
more
lo sto
insane.
Well, I think it's
tranquillo.
because
Viene,
they're calling
gira
sets
e
that
poi gol.
really match
Cioè,
up
quando
well with their personnel. Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Merrill, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close
It's
this
easy.
deficit.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. From about 19 feet, Allen's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jackson from long range. Connects
Yeah.
from three-point range. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important in spacing.
A different look now for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for Person, and Elliott subbed in for Jackson. Then for the Cavaliers, Bryant comes in for Jared Allen. And it's Mitchell in for Sam Merrill. Spurs trail by 8.
No.
Bryant with the steal.
Okay.
Pass to Wade. Duncan with the block.
Allora.
There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. .127 left in the first half. Robinson passes to Elliott. Back to Robinson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
Equal.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
On the wing, Mitchell. From the corner. Good for the
So
fifth time in 5
palle,
shots. He remains perfect. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. 9-point game. Del Negro kicks to Johnson. This one for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Wade outside. Here's Bryant. A basket good off the assist from Wade.
Vabbè, lui viene chill, sto
Wade's got 3
tranquillo, viene.
assists in the game.
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
Johnson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
Love the show
Yeah.
of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Duncan with the block, and they're able to recover. And a nice shot by Bryant. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 11. Back to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yes.
Johnson's got his second
Dai,
bucket
dai,
of
dai,
the game to go.
tranquillo.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize
Oh,
on the
cazzo, 2
possession.
secondi.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly.
Ah, incredibile, incredibile. Beh, James Harden. Sempre James Harden.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second
James
half begins
Harden.
with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Okay.
It's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So on the floor for Cleveland, the rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Donovan Mitchell, and it's Wade in at the 3 side. That doesn't go either for Duncan. Cleveland leading by 11. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh boy.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
No.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Johnson. Robinson up top. Mitchell with the steal. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Mitchell caps off the break.
And understanding where to run to in transition, Mitchell is very opportunistic when the break is on.
Pass to Del Negro from outside the arc. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And here are the Cavaliers. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. From 10 feet out, and it's Mitchell missing. Spurs trail by 14.
Ooh.
With the block. And that's
What
San
the
Antonio will
what?
retain possession.
Madonna.
Robinson against Allen. San Antonio again missing. Cleveland leading by 14. Wade on the wing. Stolen. Pass to Duncan. Oh, Duncan drops the hammer.
He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
Greg lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And stolen by Mobley. Over Duncan. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Yes.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Harden, and he drives in, and the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Del Negro. Now Duncan. Here's Del Negro. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Duncan's got his third assist on the night.
And Del Negro, a floor spacer. He's out there to stroke it from deep. And boy, he does it well.
Here's Johnson. And it's sent back by Allen. Lays it up off the glass. Allen's got his second basket of the night.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Pass to Del Negro. Puts up a deep three. Evan Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That bucket in no time at all. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
Got it! Duncan down low.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all three levels.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Mobley. From deep. Johnson can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Wade, right side, shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Allen, that's good. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Cleveland.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals, not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
Here's Mobley, banked in off the glass. Mobley's got 5 points so far.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter. Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
That one falls.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
That's good from Wade on the assist by Mobley. 6 points for Wade.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
The drive by Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We got Person. Robinson is out there at Purdue. Then there's Davis, and it's Jackson in at the 2-guard spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And here is Davis. Pass to Robinson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. David Robinson is dependable as ever from the floor. Shot over 50% during his career. Takes it inside. Tyson with the bucket. San Antonio with the ball. Swiped it away. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. Harden's shot is off. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Here's Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cleveland with the ball. Harden gets the bucket.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Pass to Purdue. Here's Person. Defended by Strus. Here's Purdue. Outside for Davis. Tries again. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Tips it, and it's put back up and in by Wade.
Look, when you don't put a body on him, he makes things happen.
And it's Davis with the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Person. Back to Davis. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Person. And here's Purdue. 5 to shoot. Robinson passes to Purdue. Harden with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
Oh.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Person. Stolen by Wade. Here's Purdue. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That free throw missing. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Robinson. Elliott comes in for Person. Del Negro, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Johnson in for Davis. Then for the Cavaliers, Nance comes in for Dean Wade. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for James Harden. Pass to Del Negro. And yes, it's good. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Duncan with the block. Bruce against Elliott. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Duncan with the block. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Johnson can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And Del Negro gets it to go.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And so it's Cleveland with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Avery Johnson.
First team foul. Shooting for Cleveland.
That's good from Schroeder. Robinson's checked in for San Antonio. Cleveland also making some changes. Tomlin's checked in, and it's Keon Ellis in for Max Strus. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control. This is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. Yeah, how about the body control? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And Cleveland making a change here. Nance is checked in, and he's good on the second.
Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Johnson. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Del Negro the pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard. Duncan, as usual, hitting more than he misses. He's better than 50% from the floor in his NBA career. Here's Schroeder. Duncan with the block. Del Negro against Ellis. Pass to Del Negro. 1:10 left in the game. Robinson passes to Del Negro. 4 on the clock. A new 14-second shot clock for San Antonio. And that one's good. Duncan.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion. Well, all of us coaches We love when you can create looks in close.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And that one drops fourth. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. At the elbow, it's Robinson.
No, not you.
Here's Tyson. And the miss. And so it's
That's
Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel that.
And what do you find it? Give it John.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Donovan Mitchell out there with James Harden. And it's Wade in at the 3 slot. Outside Johnson. Second shot opportunity. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Del Negro. Off target from outside. And here comes Cleveland. Allen attacking, and yep, it's good.
There's so much length on Allen's drive. He just strides right to the cup.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Spurs head coach and I got a chance to talk. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
And we know Mitchell can get up and throw it down with the best of them, especially when he's attacking full speed.
Up top, Johnson, covered by Mobley. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Robinson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Harden. He takes it in. That one goes in.
This is Harden's specialty. He's excellent at gutting through contact on the drive.
Here's Johnson. The rebound by Allen.
When you need to double clutch to get the shot off, you know the probability is low.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Del Negro. Pass to Robinson. Goes back up. Oh, stolen by Harden. Here's Mobley. And a nice finish on the layup.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Johnson with it. Harden picks him up.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And Cleveland has possession. They lead by 4. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Athletic move by Harden. Okay, I see you throwing it down on top of the defense.
Here's Del Negro. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And Allen gets it to go.
More than just a low post threat, Allen is also capable of connecting from the mid-range.
Here's Johnson. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 8. Here's Wade, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Johnson finds Robinson. Here's Elliott for 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Putting a little something extra on that one. Mobley showing off his skills around that rim.
And San Antonio has possession. Johnson passes to Duncan. Here's Elliott. Pass to Duncan. And there's a defensive 3-second call. San Antonio.
Ragazzi, mi sa questa l'ultima. Facciamo 2 ultimi tiri, poi dobbiamo andare.
Shooting their first foul shot of the night. And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Spurs making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Tyson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Merrill comes in for Wade. Here's Robinson. Mobley grabs the board. And here comes Cleveland. They're on an 18-7 run. And Mobley throws it down.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Del Negro. Counted.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
1:02 left in the opening quarter. Here's Harden. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Elliott. Second chance effort, and it's laid in by Jackson.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 11-point game. The quick look, no good that time. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Robinson. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Here's Merrill. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Sam Merrill. 1 shot.
Here's Brown. Pass to Purdue. Back to Brown. Here's Purdue. Gets it off. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Cleveland. A sizable lead of 14 at the